And so she advised us on the attire that St. Kateri would have worn. She would, as a Mohawk, she would have worn a tunic, a skirt, leggings, and Mohawk-style moccasins. She would have worn a blue cloth around her from the tradings, from the Dutch bringing blue cloth as a trade article. So she would have worn that. Lenora, her heart said, because there had been at first a medallion with a turtle. And Lenora said, no, there needs to be the wooden cross hanging near her heart. The turtle moved from there. St. Kateri was of the Turtle clan of the Mohawk tribe. The turtle moved from there to here. It would be easy not to see it because it blends. We were first having white lilies because she's known as the lily of the Mohawk, and she's usually seen as with white lilies. Anna asked a question and said, could we have chocolate lilies? None of us knew what chocolate lilies were, but we looked it up. And as the artist was looking at all of this, she said, do you think it would be okay with yellow? We won't put white. And I said, I don't know, but I'll tell you, the first time I went to Elder Jones' garden, the first flower that greeted me was a tiger lily. So I don't know, but since you've come up with that, there we go. Because Joan would take the lilies from us at Easter. There was no way she was going to let them die. She would take them home to her yard and plant them. And it was a tiger lily that greeted me. We put the rosary in her hand because St. Kateri was a praying woman. She always had a cross with her or her rosary. If you know Coast Salish ways, the women and men wear cedar hats. That was Anna. That was Anna's vision. And as soon as that cedar hat went on her, she came to life. She belonged here. At first, there were dahlias in the corner to represent the flower of Seattle and the Archdiocese. I sent the artist some Northwest designs and said, you know, this is, help me with it, form line art. Just, would you pray with form line art? And I told her stories because the artist came here in May 8th, and she met our elder Barb, and Sister Genevieve, and Father prayed on her hands. And when she went home, the dahlias changed to eagles, because eagles carry our prayers. They fly the highest, they carry our prayers to God. And so the eagles are over St. Kateri collecting the prayers that you bring forward for her. If you notice, when Anna and Barb and Bev thanked you, or they honored you, they went like this. Sorry, my arms don't. They raised their hands to you. St. Kateri's hands were closed. That's how the artist was depicting her. We asked, could we please have her hands open in the Coast Salish way? So she was greeting, collecting our prayers. So much meaning is in just this. She put the 4 directions. That was a surprise to us. When she came and she prayed with St. Kateri here. St. Kateri told her to put the 4 directions on. If you look at your card, it's hard to see, but these are actually feathers falling down from the sky, because many tribes believe that when birds let go of their feathers, that's a sign to us that prayers are being answered. So she put cascading feathers. When she was here, Elder Barb and Father Mel go, well, there should be some salmon. And Patricia was like, salmon? So they explained the relevance of salmon, and she went home and she prayed about it, and here's Father Mel's salmon, and here's Barb's salmon. This represents our mountains. This is our type of trees here in the Northwest. It's very hard to see, but one of our people on the committee had a dream about a canoe being in the picture. We're looking at this going, where is a canoe going to be? But she saw St. Kateri on the canoe. There's a canoe.
Oh my.
That we believe, that's the canoe that crossed the St. Lawrence River, taking Kateri from what we call the United States to what is called Canada. But as natives will tell you, that's a line by the colonizer. We don't recognize it. And so that is the story of how this came and what the symbolism is. And all we can do is raise our hands to Elder Joan Wilbur.